Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Duplexity Cleave with Chaotic Neutral Games at Dragonmeet Online 2020 with PodcastZone UK. I am Ed. I'm going to be your GM for the next 3 hours as we navigate the weird world of Numenera. We are joined today by 3 of our Chaotics and 1 guest, Christy. Thank you for joining us. But since we are at Dragonmeet and people may not know all of these faces, let's introduce ourselves in order. Rodrigo.
Hi, I'm Rodrigo. That's pretty much it. I play in Chaotic Neutral. I play Grim in the Star Wars game, who is a smuggler slash scoundrel slash annoyance. Uh, and I play Aiden in the Benefactor, which started out as Trevor Bellman with the serial numbers filed off, but has become his own thing by this point. And yeah, I don't know. Glad to be here, even though it's stupidly early for me.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Next up is Roxy.
Hello, I'm Roxy. I play with Ed on our usually real life group on Wednesdays. Obviously, because of COVID, it is moved online. Yeah, also excited to be here, but it's still stupidly early for me. 11 o'clock is pretty early for me on a weekday, so a weekend.
Same.
Sean.
Oh, hello. I'm Sean. I'm on Twitch as Sekian, and you've probably seen me about here in chat and stuff. Hello. I'm playing Mo today, and I guess this is not super early for me, but it always feels early on Saturday. Am I right? I hope so.
And finally, Christy.
I am Christy. I'm known as the Black Christy on Twitter. I paint minis, and thank you for inviting me to play.
Pleasure to have you. So, Numenera is a world set 1 billion years in the future, where 8 civilizations have risen and fallen, each civilization built on the debris of the last. This is the 9th world, and so you have 8 worlds of civilization going down below you, and above you, and just out in the universe, and in different dimensions, and in the data sphere. There's all sorts of stuff to find in this world. You all are members of the Amber Gleaners, a group who explore these ruins and try and find useful things that they can study. There is, however, a little group in the Amber Gleaners called the Amber Traders, who like to just sell a couple of things on the side, just make themselves comfortable. Whether or not you're in the Amber Traders, entirely up to you. You have been sent out by the Amber Gleaners to investigate something a little unusual. In the Westwood, a huge miles and miles and miles long forest on the coast of the Steadfast. You've been traveling for a few days, staying off at supply caches left by the Amber Gleaners. On the 3rd day of your travels, we join you as the camera zooms in from above through these hugely tall trees, going down the line as you trudge through the quite dim woods. Even though it's bright sunlight, not much of it filters down here. So, my question is, which of you would be leading the party?
Not me.
Do we have
probably me then.
Okay, in that case, that is the first character our camera encounters. So please, would you introduce your character and give it a little description?
Yes. So leading the party through these woods is Auril. She is quite a tall, lithe woman, probably about in her mid-30s, and she's looking at her. She looks like she might be able to hold her own in a fight, until you get into a fight with her. She's going to win that fight. She is deceptively strong and is not afraid to just go from 0 to 100 instantly. She probably has a little bit of a temper, but she likes to do the unexpected. She tries to, doesn't necessarily mean that she gets her head, she'd rather think things through a little bit and then just be like, yeah, that's the plan, we'll go with it. If it doesn't work, we'll work it out. but she's dressed she's just quite relatively casually, sort of black trousers and a sort of jacket with quite a lot of pockets, and she just sort of she'll be chatting along with whoever's sort of interested in talking to her.
The camera pulls focus to the person that Oriel is chatting to, which I'm going to tell you is Mo.
Hey. Hi. So Mo is gentleman in his probably mid-30s, very large round spectacles, walks in a way that seems like they're carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. They're very like hunched over. They have a big brown cardigan with big chunky buttons, and you can see the top of like another brown shirt underneath that's glistening a little. It looks like leather, but it's not armor or anything. It's just probably something they hope will be more protective than it really is. They look like they're not particularly adventurous in terms of their clothing. All of their adventures begin and end in brown, so including boots, trousers which are more like cream with brown. There's a couple of bracelets, like one green, one blue, but they look like they should be a lot taller. But they also have a belt that just pokes out from the cardigan with lots of little tools and things. It looks like they try to be ready for things.
As the camera moves past, we see trailing Uras.
Uras, they're even by the standards I think of Numenera, they're pretty weird. They're average height. What I think you can see of them is that they're very armored, and on top of the armor, they're wearing like a cloak with the hood up that hides all facial all facial features, and the only thing that comes through is like two lights that you can tell those are the eyes, but they look more like electronic lights, right? From what little skin you can tell, because it's very little that they show, is it's sort of darkish, right? And on the arms, there's so many contraptions on the arms, and there's at the end of their right arm there appears to be something like looks like a claw that might or might not be something to shoot energy with or not. Who knows? Not me. And yeah, and every night they speak with a kind of like a robot's. Their voice is kind of synthesized, just kind of a bit, and sometimes they lapse into a language that conveniently sounds like Spanish. and and they're just trailing silently behind Mo.
And similarly trailing behind is our final member of this band. Please.
This is Triona. Well, it's a she, but the cloak that she wears, it kind of obscures all her features. Like, is that a small child? Is that a older woman? Is that a young man? And it's like this cloak that kind of shifts and distorts her features, and all you can tell is that maybe this might be a younger boy or possibly a woman, and she's very tiny, and sometimes her cloak looks voluminous and sometimes it looks really compact. It just kind of shifts around her, and she's very, wait, let's get it going. Let's go.
Nice. First things first, I would like everyone to roll me a level 2 perception task. So if you have a skill in perception, it is 3 or above. Otherwise, it is 6 or above.
Yes,
so Numenera is super easy system. Levels 1 to 10 for tasks, multiply by 3, and then you roll that number or above.
I'm trained in perception, and I got a 17.
Yeah, I'm not. So you're gonna have to guide me here.
I got a 15. I'm not trained in perception.
I got an 18. I'm not trained in perception.
I'm not trained, but I got a 9.
Everyone hears it then. A kind of plaintive crying off in the distance. Kind of not quite in the direction you're going, but off to the left, kind of eastwards. You're
Without
moving
sort
south.
of breaking a stride, Oriel just sort of like shifts her direction. And she's like, we're going this way now.
Oh,
This is probably not the first time she's like slightly redirected the course as part of the whatever it is. You know, she gets distracted quite easily.
And there's always something interesting on the way.
It's always something interesting, exactly.
We're doing
Oh,
this
man.
again. Okay.
no, man.
Okay. Well, let's. It's better to know than to not know. So let's just get on with it.
We got money to make. This ain't money.
I just quietly follow.
As you move through the trees, the crying gets a bit louder until you come to a small bluff. And looking over it, you can see a woman wrapped up in a traveling cloak, trying to bind her leg with a bit she's torn off the bottom. She's deathly pale. She looks like she is not well, and she is kind of shouting for help in between just pulling and yanking on this homemade tourniquet almost. She hasn't spotted you yet.
Anyone
Well, that's that. She's gonna die.
Well, hang on. Let's find out a bit more. Can we help you, Miss? What did this as well? We need to be ready for whatever's coming here.
All is lost.
She looks up at you and says, "You, can you help? Can you please? There was a thing.
Hold on now. Take a breath. It'll help you feel better, and you'll be able to cope with whatever happens to you next. How about you just take a moment and you can tell us what happened?
Well, we all die. And it's one of those things you got to come to grips with. And we got to get back on our mission. So, bye.
Please, they took my son."
Triona, we can't let that happen. Surely it's a whole person.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm just saying maybe we should help this lady out and get her son back. I mean, he could be in terrible danger.
Where?
How much money you got, lady?
What?
I've got some, a couple of shins, but you're Amber Glean, yeah, right? You're explorers. There was automaton. Well, there were two. There was a ravage bear attacked us, and then there was one that came and healed us, and then there was a second one that came and attacked us and did this and kind of hits her like, and then they took him. That's something.
Tell me more
fancy,
about this
right?
automaton.
I don't know. It was bronze and big, and I didn't see it was so fast.
Most important question: which way did it go?
Points that way.
Will you be all right if we leave you here to go and check this out?
I've survived worse, but you just please find my boy.
Triona, is that okay with you? I mean,
time is shins, and shins is time, and we've got things to do.
There's always the possibility.
As long as I get to find more technology, that's fine by me.
There's always the possibility that we could find some shins on the way. You never know what's around the next corner.
I guess so. Let's go, I suppose. Woo! Let's go.
Can you lead the way, Oriel?
Or will lead the way. Are there any tracks that have been left by this?
Give me a level 1 tracking roll.
I suppose well. That's a 9.
That is a 9. So it's fairly easy to follow the trail of destruction, scratches on trees and ripped up ground that this thing has made. You follow it round and down into the side of a cliff where you can see a opening kind of vertical in the cliff. And just inside the opening, a intricately carved out of bronze archway. The tracks definitely lead in there.
Oh, this is mighty nice, isn't it? He just has a
Mo,
whole
do you wanna
house.
do your thing?
I mean, it's unlikely from the behavior, but maybe this is just a big misunderstanding and the bully was just being invited. I'd like to be optimistic about this, but I do think we should be ready to have a big combat about this.
I'm thinking that it might be a trap because that could have been bait out there and it's just luring us down here off the mission. But let's go.
Just follow, yeah.
Okay. Onwards into the cave. You see the passage passes into the side of this cliff for a little ways until it splits left and right. And you can see a glow on your left, but nothing coming from the right.
Can we tell what type of glow is it? Is it like magical? Is it mechanical?
Give me an understanding Numenera roll.
Sure. I know what I'm doing. Absolutely.
If you've got any skill in understanding Numenera, tell me now.
I do actually.
Nice.
I think the S is marked off, not the T, but
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
It's 17.
17. Yeah, absolutely. So from the left, this glow is far too steady to come from anything kind of organic or like fire. It's definitely some kind of mechanical lighting, electronic or something like that.
Perez points like one of their steel fingers in that direction and goes, "That is definitely not organic."
Well, all right. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Do any of y'all need something? Can we see in here? Is it all right?
It's low light, but you can bring out drift globes and such from your bag. Click them on, and they float around you.
Can my character work as a walking lamppost?
I have 2 minor glow globes.
Yep.
So, boom, boom. This is Heckle and Jekyll. How you doing?
They kind of float around you and follow you as you move through these caves. So it sounds like you're going left.
We're going.
I just pointed out that it's not organic.
Yeah,
I'm not making a choice. I'm just pointing out that light is not organic. Up to you guys.
I mean, it would make sense that they would go to the left if they're Numenera that did this. I guess they could have gone right and just kind of gone to sleep or whatever, but I don't. I think left is a good choice. Does anyone else have an opinion? I'm just.
Oral has
waiting.
already started walking to the left.
Oh, good. I was hoping
Okay,
someone
that's
would do
decided, I guess.
that. I like this system.
Quite a ways down this corridor, a couple of twists and turns, sloping gently downwards until you find a kind of diamond-shaped room with a pool, an oval pool of water in the center. It's not quite water. It's red and viscous a little. In the center of it, there is a platform with 4 dots, like a D6, just sat in the middle of this place. There's about 1.5 meters between the edge of the pool and the pile of the platform in the center, and this liquid is what's giving off this glow. Very solid, not wavering at all.
Well, that's settled. He's dead. Mr. Salt, let's go.
No, I don't see any blood or a body. I think we should keep going.
And as I'm saying this, I'm edging closer towards this pool, just head arcing up, like, I want to look at this.
You can see as you edge closer, the liquid kind of pulls in your direction, almost like ferrofluid, magnetic almost. towards you.
Well, that's gross.
That's-
Yeah.
Disturbing.
This is very interesting.
I start moving my hand around to see how it reacts. And...
Oh, don't touch it. Oh.
Not
At this
touching.
point, I get to introduce one of my favorite things about this system: the
I don't like
GM
that.
intrusion.
I don't like that. As soon as Ed said my favorite, I
Yeah.
knew he was
Yeah.
bad news.
Sean, take 2 experience points,
Ooh.
but
That's good.
you only get to keep one of them. You have to give one to somebody else for something they've done in game. It can be literally anything, but you have to give a reason.
Oh, okay. I want to give one to Triona because they're really trying to stay on task.
Yeah.
That is
Absolutely.
very important, actually.
XP can be used to make re-rolls. So
Oh.
Also,
Oh.
you can, if you wish, spend an XP to reject a GM intrusion, but I have never yet seen a player do that.
Oh, like
Oh, I
fake
love
ones.
this
Cool,
system.
cool.
So-
This is great.
Ed goes to do something, you're like, no, shut down.
You can do it, but you have to spend an XP to do it. As you move your hand over the liquid, it pulls up, and before you have a chance to react, it sucks onto your hand and pulls you down. I need you
See?
to make a might defense task to not be pulled into this liquid.
Can I try and grab his
My
ankles?
defense?
Yes,
Question.
absolutely. You
Um,
jump in and give an asset to that.
Question, Ed.
Just quickly,
What is a buzzer?
a buzzer is a kind of weapon, but we'll get to that in a sec.
Okay.
What's the
Okay.
roll?
17.
17. So with Triona's help grabbing your ankles and pulling you back, you don't go face first into the liquid, but it still kind of rips against your hand, burning slightly. So take 2 might damage. So 2 points out of your might pool, ignoring any armor you have.
Mo, you crazier than a road lizard. How dare you? Don't touch things. Yeah.
The
I love
only,
her.
the only way to learn is to experience. I had to go in and see what would happen.
As you
Yes.
pull
Idiot.
out of this thing and it slops back into the pool, in the center, the dots raise up, revealing 4 pillars and what look like handprints on top, kind of set into this bronzy metal.
I doubt that this kid came all the way down here, stuck his hand in the goo, got the pillars to come up to go all the way in here. So, bye. All this is too much.
Hang on a minute. I mean, I think it's unlikely that he went through by himself if there are 4 of them. And, you know, I've already kind of really hurt my hand with this pool, so maybe I should just give it a try anyway.
You don't learn your lessons, do you?
No, I do. I learned don't touch the pool. Now let's see if I don't touch this thing. I'm gonna go.
And I go put my hand
These
on the
are
thing.
on the platform in the middle of the liquid, so you'd have to get over there first.
Oh, no.
Yes.
That's much more difficult.
Can anyone help me get to the middle without getting hit by the liquid again?
I guess
I
I'll
can try and throw you.
I was hoping you would say that. Can you throw me, Oriel?
Special. I love this.
Does this count as a physical performing art, do you think? You know, I would like to say that, you know, something like this I would class as a physical. I'm doing it in a really dramatic and exciting way.
Let him hit the top of the cave. That would be hilarious.
I'm going to say yes to this. It is like gymnasts or cheerleaders throwing people.
Exactly.
Yes, it's a performing art. Absolutely.
You baffle me.
Yeah, Oriel sort of like flexes, you know, just sort of like twists her neck and just goes over to Mo and is like, ready for this? And
I'm going to tell you this is going to be a difficulty 5.
right. Okie dokie, that's fine. Can I reduce that by 1 with physical performing arts because I'm trained in it?
Down to a difficulty 4, so we're looking for a 12 or more on the die.
Can I give like a woo? You can do it. Finger gun. Boom, boom, boom.
It's like the most like half-ass like.
You absolutely can. But let's see.
17.
17. So yeah, a running start from Mo as Auril kind of chucks him, launching him onto the center platform, where all of those pillars turn to face you. So the hand is in a very nice position to be touching.
Ooh.
So if
Thank
we were
you.
wondering, no, he hasn't learned his lesson because he's about to touch them.
Hey everyone, I'm gonna touch the thing now.
Okay, you do that.
No, I'm gonna go for it.
In the divot handprint, the red liquid starts pooling and covering your hand. But instead
Oh,
of
no.
burning this time, it feels quite good. You regain 2 of those might points you lost
Ooh.
as it kind of fixes what it did before, returning the like top layer of skin that it took from you.
Oh, this is a confounded structure.
It was okay, everyone. It was just like a loan. I've got everything back.
The pillar itself lights up blue. Bing.
Do you think we can take this liquid with us?
You do what you want. I ain't touching it.
Maybe
I
you
will.
have to.
Okay, if you want to try and harvest some of this liquid,
Yeah, absolutely.
how are you storing it?
Good question. I don't know. I mean, let
I
me
mean,
see.
you've probably got little bits and pieces to store it.
let's
Are we talking
see.
like glass?
In
Are
my
we talking
possessions, I
metal?
have an explorer's pack, light tools.
Yeah,
I don't
you'll
know.
have all the things you'll need on an adventure like this. So you would
Okay.
have like things to collect, stuff like this. My question is glass, metal, like plastic bag kind of. What are we talking?
I want to say it's like a metal like a metal, I don't know how to describe it, but like a metal vase. You put it in and then shut it.
Nice.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
Absolutely. I'm going to need a speed check from you to get it in and in this thing before it touches you. It's going to be level 4, 12 or more.
That's a 14.
14. So yeah, you dip this thing in quickly, pull it up, and slam the lid on before it can reach up and try and grab your hands. You now have a little bit of this stuff inside this metal pot.
I just look
Nice.
at your ass and just go, shake my head. Well,
I am quite happy with this acquisition.
Okay. Well, while you deal with that, I'm gonna try and get down.
I got you. Come on down.
Thank you. I'm just gonna jump. Ready?
Oh, yeah. All right.
A little easier to go back than to go up, so you can come down and Triona catches you, make sure you don't fall into the liquid, and pulls you up onto the
Oh, thank you, Triona.
You're welcome. I you gave me quite a fright. I'd rather you not go around touching things. It's not really wise.
What were we
to
doing
unplace them.
again? I got distracted with the prospect of new technology.
Well, I know what we're not doing. We're not finishing our mission with the Amber Traders. We got things to do. My people need their profits.
We're here now. We might as well keep going, right? Let's go. This is all lit up now. It's very nice, like mood lighting.
Only
I
one of the
guess
pillars
so.
is lit up, but you do notice that as you have moved to the edge of the thing, you got closer to one of the walls, which starts to glow that same blue.
Okay. All right. I know it's real shiny. It looks really cool. But maybe we should inspect with our eyes. See with our eyes, not with our hands, and see what this is.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, Jonah, but it's gotten me this far, so I'm just gonna keep going with this and see how it happens.
I see what you're saying, Triona, but
I hear you, but I think I'm correct. So, and I'm gonna go and try and touch the thing.
I
with
think
my
Mo
hand.
is a definition of like bumbling his way towards victory.
One
Well.
huge corner of this bit of wall turns blue. A
Ooh.
full quarter of this entire wall is now spiraling blue runes and patterns moving and shifting under your hand as you hold.
Can I tell what these patterns, like what these runes, are they saying anything? Or can
Give me an understanding Numenera roll. It's going to be a difficulty 7, which means that technically it is impossible unless you have any skill.
I do have understanding Numenera as a skill,
Cool.
so
So it is down to a difficulty 6. You need an 18 or more.
please don't fuck me. Come mierda. 10.
10. Yeah, no, it keeps shifting and keeps changing meaning. It's not one thing or the other. It's too much to gather just with a quick look over.
I don't understand what these mean.
I'm with you. I don't understand what any of this means because,
I don't like that.
it's a disconcerting place. I mean, didn't you see the goo go up his arm and then heal him and then all this stuff lit up? I mean, none of this is natural.
I mean,
But what is?
nothing bad has actually happened yet. Technically, I'm net zero on this, so
I
think-
would disagree. A liquid almost dissolving your arm almost definitely qualifies as bad.
No, because the key word there is almost.
Well-
Almost.
Well,
It's
to
like
be
you got
fair,
that, so-
Uraz, you decided to collect it. So, I mean,
I
think
feel
you're
like
crazy.
I feel like the lights in Raz's like head narrow a bit as like they're squinting at you.
Well, you are really funny. But since you didn't discern anything from this glowing rock and you guys are on this trend of continuing, I guess we should move forward.
Well, you did one thing, lit up one corner. There's 3 more pillars, 3 more corners.
Question, Ed, is this part is this a dead end? Like
It is indeed a dead end.
Okay.
maybe something cool happens when we turn on all of the thingies. I would suggest we all just kind of see what happens. If anything,
Okay.
just to learn information.
I have a flex skill, so I don't know like what that means. I can just arbitrarily pick a skill.
Yes. Every
that's
day you
cool.
can arbitrarily pick a skill as a jack.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so do
Um,
I actually. I just
yeah.
remember that.
So what can I is there something like I don't know.
There's no skill list in Numenera. It is all, as long as it's not too overly general, like do a thing, you can make
Oh,
pretty much
okay.
any skill you want.
All right, well, I'll save that. I guess we all got to touch these things. Mm, mm. Mo, you gonna touch mine for me because I'll throw that one to you. I'll put a mulligan on that one.
I mean, you've already helped me out, so I'd be happy to do so. But I do want to throw out the potential second idea that we might need to be doing this all at the same time or something. I don't know how this works yet.
Oh goodness,
I mean,
you people are gonna be the death of me.
I mean,
The pillar's still lit up, though, isn't it? The one that
The
Mo
pillar is still
touched.
lit up. Yes.
I mean, I could just do all these if nobody else wants to touch them. It seems like I'm okay with this.
Well, I'm gonna give you a little bit of enthusiastic support. Thank you for touching the pillar for me. You are an added addition to this team.
Thank you, Fiona. I always appreciate hearing that from you.
You're welcome.
So
Yeah. I'm gonna go
Touch
and
a thumb.
find another part of the wall to touch, I guess.
Okay.
Can I see these easily or do I need to look for it?
I mean, there's all sorts of wall, and you've got enough time to touch it all. And I can tell you that nothing changes other than that one blue, which every time you touch it seems to kind of renew its light and vroom, 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 out from your hand.
Well, I'm stumped. I mean, I've got this one down like really well. I could just keep doing this all day, and I
Yeah.
probably would if no one stopped
You don't
me.
have all day.
Exactly, that's what I was getting to. So how about we figure out having to do whatever's next, or we just have to turn around and go back and apologize to the lady.
That one. Turn around, apologize to the lady. Sorry, your baby. I couldn't find your baby. He's gone with the dingoes, and we got to carry on.
Hey, lady, your boy is dead. Isn't that cool?
It's always an option.
We tried.
Did we
Surely we've just got to touch the other 3 pillars in the center. In the you did
Okay,
one thing. There's 3
or
more
as
things.
is gonna do is I'm gonna go over to the pillar Mo touched, right? And what they're gonna do is that very mechanically they're just gonna start touching it, retreat, touching it, recede it until something different happens.
First things first, you're going to have to get onto the platform in the center.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's
The
fine.
pool.
Yeah, speed or might to make a running leap and climb up there.
Speed. I have a speed defense as a skill. Does that count for anything?
No, that is only when
Okay.
you are defending against an attack.
Okay.
Do you want to be tossed? Because I can toss you.
I highly
How heavy
recommend
am I?
this.
I mean, I am like basically more machine than man at this point, so I don't know.
I probably can't toss you.
You could gain an asset for someone helping you chuck you up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna let's do that instead. Yeah.
Cool. So it goes from a level 5 to a level 4, 12 or more you need. And you can always apply effort if you want.
Ariel, use your knees. You don't want to get a hernia.
My knees are better than all of yours.
I guess. Weird flex.
Like they will point out, hey, y'all motherfuckers are weak.
Okay.
10.
What were you saying about us being weak?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What was that?
So yeah, your few steps of run up. Unfortunately, one of your metal feet slips as on your last step, and you go plummeting into this liquid. I'm gonna let you make a speed task to try and catch yourself before you fall into the liquid, but you are heading straight for it.
I'm gonna use speed because speed is better for me, I guess.
Oh, it's only speed. You can only do a speed defense.
Yeah.
I do have speed defense for
Oh,
skill.
sorry, not a speed defense. Sorry, just a speed roll.
Please, por favor.
What was you that saying about them knees?
That's a 9.
That's a 9.
Ooh, shaky knees.
Luckily, it was a level 3 task to stop yourself falling in, so you've
Ooh.
just managed to catch yourself. You spin like face first on the ground. Your legs kind of pass over the edge of the pit. You can see the red liquid reaching up to grab them, and you pull them in just before the liquid grabs it. And it
That I said I go to help your ass up
Yeah.
and say, you should have looked before you leap. It's all right. It happens to the best of us.
Mention this again. Your knees are mine.
I won't say nothing. I'm telling Ed.
Please do. Oh.
Uh,
I guess I'll give it a go.
Well, before we throw more people, as much as that is fun, maybe we could try some rope or something, or maybe make this a bit more secure.
Actually, let me see. I haven't been looking at my
I do have
possessions
some rope.
because the Zoom thing has been like
I will also remind you of your ciphers, this being the cipher system.
Mhm. Now,
Give me
I
a-
have a special ability, ribbons of matter.
Mhm.
Is that once a day kind of thing, or I can use it?
No, that is as many times as you like. I believe it has
Actually-
a cost to it.
To intellect.
Yeah, so you'd spend 2 intellect points from your pool, reduced by your edge in that pool. So I believe for you it would only
Oh,
cost
thank
1
God, this is
intellect
form
point.
fillable.
Okay. So can I use my ribbons of dark matter to kind of shimmy up the thing?
Yeah, yeah. It's a slightly off use for what it's normally used for, so you're gonna have to make a roll for it. But
Okay.
yeah, absolutely.
I don't
So-
need knees.
I'm going to call this an intellect roll. Only a difficulty 2, but
Well, I got an 18.
oh yeah,
Ooh.
absolutely.
Nice.
You're-
I want my cloak to like the dark matter to come out kind of like tentacles, and then I'm just kind of daintily like, ah.
Show off.
So this cloak, which your eyes seem to slip off as you look at Triona every time, expands and tentacles. Think Ursula, like
Oh, nice.
pulling Triona gently up to the top of this, and you land.
Now what am I supposed to do on this thing?
So I just put my hand in the print thing, and then it gave me back my my hand stuff, and it lit up.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and all right. Please don't bite me now. And then touch it.
Are you touching the blue, the one that is lit up blue, or one of the non-lit up ones?
I like the idea
Non-lit
that
up
you're.
ones.
I like the idea that you're like slapping it like it's a button.
Yeah. Bam. That's exactly what she's doing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You slap it, and red liquid splashes out, and then sucks back in around your hand.
Ooh.
You feel like it. No, you've just spent an intellect point, so it actually gives you back this intellect point as it glows yellow.
Fuck.
Oh. And then I'm just gonna use the tentacles to get back down.
Easy enough to do. You glide back down, and near that section of wall, the patterns start to glow yellow as you approach.
Oh.
Yellow's my favorite color. I knew this was a
Nice.
good.
Question. Actually, by this point, can I discern this is like the mechanism to open a door? Like, what is it like? Can I like deduce what are we
You
doing?
can make another understanding Numenera roll.
Please,
Uh,
please.
We're going to call this difficulty 6 because you've
I'm
learned a little more
understanding it.
information.
Down to 5 because I have
Down
understanding.
to 5, 15 or more.
Can I give moral encouragement? You can figure it out this time.
Do you have any skill in understanding Numenera yourself?
That's cocked.
I can make it my skill for the day.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
good.
if you wish to do that, you can absolutely help.
that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna roll that again because it rolled cocked.
Sure.
So 19.
19.
Nice.
So with a 19, you also get a minor effect. So an asset on some related thing later, because you realize that indeed it is some kind of door. You can see the 4 cracks, kind of dividing the wall into 4 parts, and you can see the edges around where they might slide into.
Okay, can I relay this to the?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that Uras just tells this to everyone.
Well, you are good for something, your ass. Maybe not your knees, but we can figure it out together.
Shh. Come mierda. Shh.
So, blue
Anyone
and yellow
else wanna-
light.
Anyone else want to try?
Orel sort of looks at Araz and says, "Do you want to give it another go, or is it my turn?"
I think you should do
So
it,
I
lady.
just actually I was looking at my possessions just now. I have a thing called quote unquote Waldo, which allows me to manipulate or hold objects without directly touching them. I imagine the way I'm imagining it, it's like a drone that detaches from me and can just do things for me.
Mm.
Could I just, instead of having to hurl myself into the platform, can I just send him over?
Let me check your character sheet, because that may be a
Please.
cipher that was already on there, which we're not using.
It doesn't. It's under artifacts and oddities.
Yeah.
Yes, so this is likely to be something which we're not using that from like
Oh,
a
okay.
previous game.
Then never mind. Sorry about that.
But you do have your ciphers that I rolled for you.
Yeah, let me just look that again. Mine are. I think I'm gonna say mine for when actually shit hits the fan. So I'm gonna
enough, fair
say
I
the she goes.
ciphers are cheap though. They
Okay.
are everywhere. You can take a wall
Okay.
apart and there'll be 3 ciphers that fall out.
Okay.
These are
gotcha.
designed to be used and used quickly.
All right. I see. I'm still gonna hold on to mine.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Does the do the walls look like they're made of metal?
Yeah, kind of bronzy, coppery kind of metal.
Oriel, I don't know what you were planning, but I have these magnetic boot thingies, and I pull them out of my backpack. You can put these onto your boots, and you can just walk up the wall and probably the ceiling and drop onto the thing. If it'll, I think we all have to do this.
Wouldn't I drop upside down?
Yeah, but you seem like you'd be good at that.
How high is the
Yeah,
ceiling?
we'll be fine.
It's maybe 10, 15 feet.
Do I think that if I climbed up and was upside down, I would have enough time to like spin myself?
You
to
could certainly
stand-
try.
I use physical performing arts for that.
It sounds like an acrobatics thing.
It does,
And
doesn't it?
We've already established
Maybe,
that it's cheerleading that your skill
kinda.
is.
Maybe, kinda. I don't know.
Like, do I think that would be a I probably, I've clearly done things like this before. Do I think it would be difficult to like orientate myself in that distance?
You think it would be in the region of a difficulty 2 to 4.
She'll look at the boots. Sounds cool. And she'll put the boots on.
Always trust things from Mo because he has the best.
Yeah. So
When has one of Mo's plans ever gone badly?
Do you want me to bring out the list?
Oh, you have a list.
I don't. I think we can destroy that document.
Yeah,
I
handed over
won't.
my magnetic boot cipher to Oriel.
So you slip these things over your shoes and they clamp shut, very firm on your feet. However, you are carrying currently too many ciphers.
Oh no.
You have a limit of
no.
ciphers because if you carry too many, they start to interact weirdly. So you're going to have to return one of your ciphers
Can
in
I
exchange
just
for
give
these
it?
boots.
Yeah, can I give it to Mo?
Absolutely.
I can just
He
hold
can
this.
have my solid light retribution.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Cue me.
What does this look like? This
Oh
this
no,
thing
no,
you're passing
actually,
over?
no. He can have my Weaver drone. He'll like that more. So it's I hand you over this like small like spider like automaton, and it has a I'll read the description. It has a 50 feet spool of strong synth cable, and responding to simple voice commands, the Weaver drone can climb almost any surface, releasing strong synth cable out behind it as it travels in a simple or complex pattern. Once the cable runs out, the drone anchors itself and the end of the cable to a designated place and shuts down permanently. As long as the cable is anchored by the drone, it can sustain the weight of up to 2 average-sized people at a time. You now have this.
Oh,
So these boots clamp over your feet, and you can feel the buttons underneath your toes to turn them on and off. So you climb up the wall and over. There's a perilous moment where you're dangling above the liquid, but that quickly passes. And you prepare yourself to flip. We're calling this difficulty 2.
Excellent. And can I reduce it by?
You
Can I
can
reduce
indeed.
it by 1?
This seems performing art to me. Doing a flip in midair. That's very performing art.
It's a nat 20.
A nat 20.
Oh wow! Nice.
I am so graceful. So I sort of I flick the button with my toe, and like as I flip down and I land perfectly with my hand, like already in the position to touch one of the unlit pillars. And
Now that's
it's
what
so
good
graceful.
knees look like.
It's a work of art, pretty much.
Watch us not get an at 20
That
when we
was-
most need it.
Yeah, no,
was
I've
so
wasted
good.
that. Sorry.
So
I'm
landing
clapping below.
thump. Actually, it's not even a thump because you like absorb all of the impact with your knees. Your knees.
Yes.
My
Uh,
knees.
who knew knees was going to be the running joke?
I don't know. I didn't expect it. Said something else if I knew.
And your hand hovering above this final pillar, you can see the red liquid starting to bead as you lower your hand into it.
Sadly, yes.
The red liquid
Sadly.
covers your hand, and if you had any speed lost, it would return some of that. But the pillar lights up pink.
I like pink.
Ooh.
So blue, yellow, and pink so far.
Can I try and touch the other one?
Yeah, absolutely. As you do, the liquid covers your hand, and actually covers you all over in a kind of a bit of a shield almost, giving you
I may have
one
made a
extra point of
mistake.
armor.
You got
Oh,
it.
nice.
I haven't made a mistake. Excellent.
I was gonna say.
And
Oh,
as
wish I'd thought of
the
that.
pink pillar behind you dims, this one lights up green. So now you have blue, yellow, and green lit up.
And there's
No.
one last one. There's one last pillar, right?
One of
Yes,
them
the one
went
that
So
was
has-
that the one
yeah,
that
has
was
a pink
previously
one.
lit up pink.
Okay.
Uh, Then, so seeing that, she'll gracefully jump back down from the pillar and be like, "Sorry, I think you gotta do the pink one again. My bad."
Do you need more encouragement?
Sure.
Would it help
You
if we
can
found
do
s-
it.
So what am I rolling again?
If you're just going for the leap again, it's a difficulty 5, same as always. But there are many other ways to get up there.
Would it help if we
Uh,
found some knees for you? Better ones.
If you value your life, you will shut up.
That's what my mom says when she was threatening us all the time. That was clearly a threat.
You think?
I'd say she sounds like a wise woman, but I'm not allowed to speak anymore.
Ed, remind me, how can I use effort?
You spend 3 points from the relevant pool, and it reduces the difficulty by 1.
Gotcha. All right.
And we're on might or speed for jumping up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of 3. Oh, this is not form fillable. Oh, cool. So I just need to bear in mind that it's down to 11. So yeah, I'm gonna reduce the difficulty by 1.
Okay. So difficulty 4 we're at.
Okay.
Still on 12 or more.
12.
12. So
Yes.
you take your leap and you are too low. You're too low. Catch onto the edge. Haul yourself up.
Yeah.
Like proper full muscle up because mechanical parts. Fairly
Yeah,
easy
although-
for you to do, but
Weirdly enough, the arms are actually still mostly organic. So.
So a rather more difficult muscle up than I anticipated.
Yeah.
You pull yourself up, pull onto the top of the platform.
Turns out you're all about your elbows.
Yes.
Okay. And I just go and I do what I said I was gonna do before. I just go.
The first time on the unlit one, the red liquid covers your hand, returning 2 speed points to you,
Thank you. I'm just gonna leave it as is, and I don't have to edit it.
and it
I
lights
know
up
I need to put it
pink.
at 13. Cool. Waiting for something to happen.
Well, currently the door only has had Mo touch it, I believe. I don't think anyone else has. No, it had Mo and Triona touch it.
Yes.
So the blue and the yellow quarters of the door are lit up.
I'm
So-
gonna go and touch the green section.
Yeah, I turn around and I start doing the same thing
Yep.
on the red part of the door.
Jump down easy enough to the red part of the door, vroom, and the green part of the pink part of the door, vroom, and the green part of the door, vroom. And then a low rumbling as ancient machinery grinds into life. It sounds like it hasn't been moved in a very long time. And then the door cracks and very jerkily bits of it move. It's not smooth at all. It is pulling apart, and actually one bit just kind of falls into it like when your window rolling down the car just falls into
Yeah.
the door.
Yes. Oh wow, this is a hunk of junk now, isn't it?
And you can
What?
see another corridor beyond with kind of alcoves in the walls and one corridor heading off to the left,
I'm gonna send my globes ahead of us.
the right.
With the
Yeah.
state
Okay.
of that door, I wonder if this is the right direction after all, but I think we should continue in this path now, so excuse me.
Oh,
I'm gonna
it's
start
okay.
following the globes.
Oh, okay. Well, Mo, be careful. Don't go touching things. You got to
I can't-
inspect it.
I can't
Okay.
promise that.
All right.
The corridor ahead, lit up by these glowing globes, this kind of cold white light, shows up in the alcoves as statues. 5 statues, 3 alcoves on the left, 2 on the right. One of those alcoves becomes the corridor on the right. 5 statues of the same person. A woman wearing a robe and a symbol, which you all recognize as the Order of Truth, which is a quasi-religious organization dedicated similarly to the Ambergleaners to studying the past. They want to recreate the past, find the truth of the past.
So, in general, when we see the symbol, do we immediately know this is good news or bad news?
It's
Personal
Uh,
preference.
yeah, it's a bit of both.
Okay,
It's news.
It's news.
it's news.
Ah,
Okay, can I actually want to do an understanding Numenera roll again because I wanna see. I wanna see if I can tell how old these statues are exactly. Not exactly, but can I I wanna date how old these are.
Absolutely. There is what are we going to call this? We're going to call this a. Actually, I don't think you even need a roll for this.
Okay, cool.
Because these
you.
things are clearly
Everywhere.
old, but not as old as the surroundings. They are newer. And
Oh.
as Mo and Uraz kind of approach these, you can hear a whisper.
Oh wait, can I? Oh,
Oh.
well, I have a thingy,
Yeah?
a faraway ear.
Ooh, absolutely. If you want to deploy that so you can listen into this without having to get close to these statues.
Oh, I'm not getting close to anything, obviously.
Absolutely.
Smart.
So the two of you in the corridor can hear a whisper like under the undercurrent of humming that's in these caves.
Weird. I
Two-
thought I fixed that glitch.
Can I?
Difficult for
try and
you to
listen
make
this?
out, but as Triona deploys this ear, you can listen closer than the others, and you hear Ludrock, Ludrock, Ludrock. Ludrock.
Oh, I don't know what that is. Okay.
Right? Try and listen to this.
Sound is
right.
kind of whispery and hoarse, as if they've been saying it for a very long time.
All right, y'all. That's that. Baby's dead. Let's go. No, what it said was
Torres is
Lud-
not listening to you because right now they're like they have their hand inside their hood. You don't see what they're doing, but you can hear some whirring sounds. They just resetted their like fuck, I forgot the word.
recalibrated.
Yeah, like they're recalibrating like their like auditory receptors because they genuinely think this is like glitch they haven't fixed yet, so they're rebooting that part so they can't listen to you right now.
Okay. It keeps saying Ludrock, 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 Ludrock in a loop.
Sounds like a name to you.
I think it's a name.
Have any of us ever heard of a Ludrock?
If you want to make a kind of a history roll, it's going to be
Not really.
difficulty
I
7. So unless you apply effort or have a skill in history.
Give me a
No,
moment,
no,
the
no,
drivers are
not a
updating.
chance.
Does anyone have that skill or is willing to put effort in?
Is there a skill where you can ascertain the monetary
Value
value?
Yeah,
things?
absolutely.
Oh, I love that.
Valuation is a very useful skill.
I
can
want
imagine why.
evaluation because I just want to be able to like, because that's her, she's very money motivated, obviously.
I can tell.
So yeah, could she apply her money skills to something like this? Like, would this have came up?
Yeah, I mean, you can absolutely evaluate like everything in this place.
Yes,
give me a
that's what
roll.
all right.
Difficulty 2, so with the skill down to 1, 3 or more.
I'm gonna use that reroll.
Okay.
I got a 4.
But wait, I said a difficulty 2, but if you've got the skill, it's down to a difficulty 1, so you need a 3
it's
or
a
more.
4.
You
I get a 4
succeeded.
then. Okay,
Hey.
Nice.
Hey.
These things are very clearly solid. You can listen in, especially with your auditory cipher. You can listen into these, and they aren't echoing at all. They're very solid, very metal. They'd be very heavy to carry out, but they'd be worth a fair amount if you could get them out. Actually, especially with they're beautifully carved.
Oh, these are some lovely, lovely statues. I mean, that'll make some money. Hey, Mo, maybe we should come up with a way to maybe conjigger something that we can get these things out of here. Jimmy rig a thing to get these things out of here.
Oh.
And I know some people that might get it. We could tell them it fell off the back of a cargo plane or whatever.
I mean,
we found it.
we could just tell them that we found it. I don't think we
No.
need to-
No. You don't tell them the truth. You just tell them a little bit.
Okay. Well, I mean, we have. I'm sure between us we have a lot of rope, and Oriel's very strong, so I think we wouldn't have any issue with this.
So let's forget the baby and let's just go ahead and just take these things out of here, and we can just make
Okay, I
some
can
money.
listen again. What did I miss?
There was something about Ludrock. It sounds like a name.
Okay. Can I do the understanding Numenera so I can see if I can recall that name? Have I heard that name before?
This wouldn't be understanding Numenera. This would be history.
History.
And it's a level 7 task. So unless you have any history skill or you're willing to put in effort, it's literally impossible. You need to roll a 21 on a d20.
Never mind.
You needed a 21 on a d20.
I mean, it goes up to a level 10 task. You need a 30 on a d20. So
Oh wow.
You know what would be really funny if someone somehow managed to roll that.
Yeah.
this is skills and assets. This is exactly what they're for.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So I have remembering pertinent details. How about that? I'm trained in that.
I'll give you that. Actually. Perhaps you overheard somebody talking in a meeting with the Order of Truth at one point.
Because I got my nosy earbud, I'll be listening.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a roll. You need an 18 or more.
Oh, I got
Well-
exactly an 18.
Nice, nice.
That was in the dice. It went. I was like,
Oh,
That's so good.
oh, that's
Oh.
awful. But it's good that you got it.
oh.
Ludrock, you remember overhearing in a conversation in a meeting. You were trying to sell something to the Order of Truth at one point.
Yeah. Mhm.
And
I got some nice forks and knives.
Totally legal. Didn't steal them from anywhere. No, sir. They're
I think you'll find they fell off the
100.
truck.
Off the truck.
perfectly legal. But you that name rings a bell now that you think about it. You remember them talking about the lineage of Amber Popes, who are the heads of the Order of Truth, and you remember them talking about one who is known for being both a great warrior and a great healer, a statesman and a general
Oh,
who disappeared towards the end of his life, just upped and vanished. Nobody knew anything about it. It was put down to some artifacts nearby, disappeared into another dimension or something similar, but nobody could ever actually figure out where he went.
all right. You just see Triona. Well, you can't really tell, but she gets really excited. Says, "Oh, oh, oh, we need to keep going because there's some fancy Pope dude who died a long time ago, and he's like a healer or whatever. There's shins down here. There's like probably lots of stuff that we can go, and that will be like, I don't know, very valuable to the amber cleaners, maybe."
As you say this, you realize that Oriel has like started like edging, like before you'd even started. Like she's already going down the tunnel. Like she's doing it slowly, and she's like still watching you. But every so often, she just takes another step.
Yeah, I will abandon the rope pulley plan and continue onward. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god, you were already tying
Okay.
So,
Let's
you're
go.
making your way ahead or in the corridor to the right?
Well, where did I hear the whispers? Is it to the right?
So the corridor to the right is just beyond the statues where the whispers were coming from.
I would like to investigate that a bit.
Okay.
You know.
So you come to this junction and head off into a little chamber to the right, and the smell hits you.
Ugh.
It is rancid. It is rotting. And there's bones.
Up, nope. Bones and rot. Nope. As we know. I'm gonna tell them that there's like I'm gonna catch up to them and tell them around the corridor there's a bunch of bones and yuckiness, and that they're more than welcome to go touch their hands in it or whatever, but to be careful because obviously there's probably something down here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Oras just goes, "Shh, I can easily do that." Turns off their sense of smell, and I walk in that direction.
Okay.
Whereas look for a boy while you're in there, just in case.
This room is
Alright.
littered with corpses. Most
How
of them
recent?
are old,
Okay.
desiccated skeletons by this point. But there are one or two more recent ones.
Mm,
Definitely months old rather than days old. They're
gotcha.
infested with various insects, and there are
Yeah.
belongings strewn about, including 12 shins,
Oh,
which is money.
yes.
Shins are like little bits of technology that aren't quite as useful as ciphers.
Like gears.
Yeah.
Gears, bolts. Okay.
But you look at something and you recognize it's a shin. It's weird how everyone just knows what a shin is, but that's
It's
probably
like
something
bottle
left
caps
over.
in Fallout, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
not even that, because a shin could be literally anything. It's just an understanding that everyone in the entire world shares. So that implies there's
Okay.
something in the past that made it so.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's just useful.
It's just easy. Okay.
But various shins, an explorer's pack, and a couple of ciphers.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's neat.
So you find a square of dark cloth, which kind of shimmers in the light. And you also find a monocle with bits of tech just kind of screwed on, like into the glass itself.
Okay. All right. So I just say out loud to the group, there's some really disgusting bodies here, but there's also some shins and some ciphers.
I would like some of that, shins, please.
Sure.
Auril will start coming up. Just she might wrap like a scarf or a bit of
They
fabric
don't-
sort of like around her face.
Sorry, I was looking for a Numenera PDF and I accidentally opened a
Okay.
video game, Tides of Numenera.
Oh, rip.
Hang on.
Rip.
Oopsie.
We'll just have to have like a 20 minute break while Ed just has a quick
No,
play on
with
this
that.
video.
It's closed.
Okay, cool.
Common.
Sorry.
God, if it wasn't my computer, it would have taken like 10 minutes.
Luckily, I've recently upgraded this, so we're
Yeah.
all right.
So what I want to do is that when sorry I'm bad with names. What was your character's name again, Chrissy?
Triona.
Triona. Sorry, I didn't want to get it wrong. So when Triona says that she wants the shins, Uraz like very slowly bends down and goes for the shins, and what you don't hear because they don't turn their voice on for this is that they're internally just going ew 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 ew.
And then
So yeah, I just grabbed the shins. and just-
anything of monetary value as well.
I just remind me again how ciphers work. You can't carry more than 2, is that correct?
Yes, correct. They start to interact weirdly with each other, and I've got a wonderful table I can roll on.
I don't want you to roll on any tables, so I'm just
Bummer,
gonna
I do.
bring over the shins. All right. And Harris is walking like more stiffly than usual. You can tell it's not the mechanic, like the mechanical bits is like someone just very, very stiff, like ew, ew, yeah. So I'm just bringing you over the shins.
Oh, thank
Okay.
you.
Like I'm gonna make sure these are not like littered with gore and other disgusting
all right.
fleshy parts.
Triona already had her small tongs, and she just kind of takes the tongs.
There were
Thank
also some ciphers. I really like the monocle, but I don't want to risk anything weird
I
happening.
think you would look pretty cool with a monocle. Bring out them lights in your eyes.
Thanks.
Words of encouragement never hurt nobody.
You're
It could
right.
be
You're
very
right.
Valuable. It could be very valuable. I think we should hang out.
Actually,
Mhm.
Ed, I actually forgot with the whole talk about ciphers and shins. Something I did want to do when I was there is, could I determine any, how do I say? Could I quickly determine like a cause of death for the most recent bodies?
Yeah. If you want to make a, if you've got any skill in medicine or anything like that. Otherwise, we're just
I
going to call
sure
this
don't.
difficulty 4.
I sure don't. Okay. Let me see. I'm just looking at, because I haven't used my special abilities or anything like that. Actually, I'm gonna make medicine my flex skill. If that's okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, so that will be what difficulty then?
Difficulty 3. So you need a
Cool.
9 or more. 60% chance.
You can
Going to the
do
naughty
it.
place. 4.
4. Okay. Would you please take 2 experience points?
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Yay!
Give me a moment. I just need to get another die.
and give
Yeah.
one of those experience points to somebody else, please.
What was your character's name, Roxy?
Ori.
Ori. Or yeah, I'm gonna give it to her because of all those pirouettes she did earlier. I think she deserves experience for that.
Nice.
That was beautiful. I'm still thinking about it. It was graceful and hit my heart.
Yeah, absolutely. If I had a heart.
Hit
So-
right in the
Edgy.
palm.
You do, in fact, understand their cause of death.
Mhm.
Because as you're
Uh-oh.
digging through them, you unearth the sleeping ravage bear in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It stands up, very clearly favoring one of its legs, looks at you.
I slowly back away.
Breathing deeply.
I slowly. So I wanted to again. I wanted to do this while I was there. So this is when I bring out the shins to Triona, right? So I just I walk backwards where I came from. I don't even turn around. I give her the shins, and I go, "Shh, let's get out of here."
All right. I'm quite sure I see the ravage bear since his back. He's backing into me. I'm gonna activate my
There,
brooch.
yeah.
Okay. So is this what cipher is this? Remind me.
It's the instant shield.
Ah. So you
Nice.
hit the brooch and vroom, a shield of blue light in front of you appears, staying in front of you. You can see through it, but it's very hard for anything to see and attack you.
Okay.
This
So-
creature. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, I want to put it in front. Make sure Uraz is behind us and put it in front of the door.
Absolutely, absolutely. This creature limps into the center of the room and just stares you down. It doesn't seem to be making any aggressive moves, and you can see very clearly it's got a huge gash along its front arm.
Now
Red.
go on, get.
Or-
Go on, get. Go bear, go.
Get.
Go and get. Go back to sleep, bear. Go and get.
The bear, you've seen these before. They have huge tusks from their bottom jaw,
Fuck.
curved and vicious. It's not stepping back, but it doesn't seem to be approaching either.
Do you
Hit.
understand our words? Go and get.
Actually, quick question. While I was there,
Hmm?
in the pile of corpses, sorry, I'm doing so many retcons. I'm really sorry. Did I see any small corpse?
I'm going to have you roll a perception from this point,
Yeah, no,
Yes.
that's fair. No, that's fair. Again,
just to
I'm
have
really
a
sorry.
look around.
I don't want to wreck on that many times. I'm sorry.
Difficulty 2.
16.
16. No, these are all fully grown adults.
Okay, so the boy's probably still alive. Probably, maybe.
Or dead somewhere else.
Exactly.
Uriel, don't you do weird things through walls? I can tie I can
think
tie him down.
Oriel
Maybe.
has some skill to phase through walls, correct?
I can, yes.
Forgot about that.
This creature,
I can do that, yeah.
this creature
Are you
starts to
going to?
pace side to side, eyes locked on you as you're just stood outside the room.
Shh. I taste very awful.
I'm
Probably
already,
very hard to digest.
I was already cooked a little bit today. I would like to not become anyone else's food.
I don't want you to be food either, Mo.
Thank you, Fiona.
You're welcome. But
I'm ready my crossbow.
I can only hold this wall up for a few, but I can maybe tie the creature down while you go stab or whatever.
Okay. Again, Earth is just backing away. Backing away.
You know me, all I have is this crossbow. I'm not going to be very effective at stab.
Aura will sort of start getting a bit closer, like edging forward, sort of past, not past like the energy shields. Like she still wants to be like in line, but making sure she's in front of Uras and Mo.
It's not
definitely.
aggressive. It's just looking pissed, right?
Yeah, it's looking pissed and limping, and as you kind of move forward a little bit, it does take a tentative step back.
Does it
Oh.
look like a normal bear? Have like I'm assuming we've seen ravaged bears before. Does this look like a
You-
normal ravaged bear?
Have seen ravaged bears before? Give me some kind of nature check.
It's funny how none of us care about the corpses.
I mean, there's a bear in front of us. Like we'll care about
Yeah.
the corpses later,
Yeah.
perhaps, maybe.
Maybe.
18.
18. So this is pretty atypical for a ravaged bear. Normally they're a lot more aggressive than this. But this
Huh.
one is injured and seems to be waiting.
Okay, little guy. You got the hurt paw there? Need help?
Mm.
Oh, yeah, you miss your mommy.
That's it.
Or I guess. I don't know what bear means. I tried. This whole day has been a day of me trying.
Oh God, I feel that.
I guess I can want me to deactivate the wall or
Actually, can I spot like anything along the sides of like a color or something in its like one of its like near its paws or something like that? Because like I'm thinking it's probably under the surface of someone else.
Yeah.
Give me a perception. See if you can see.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I'm trained in perception.
Yeah, absolutely. Go
Oh.
for it.
Yeah, please do better because that was an 8.
I didn't do much better at 12.
12 is good enough, though, to see that there isn't any kind of collar or cuffs or anything controlling it. But you can see injuries on it have been stitched and cauterized. It
I think
not
there's
healed
somebody's
naturally.
pet. There's somebody's pet or somebody been working on them. Is that do I think the bear is worth money?
Ravaged bear pelts do go for a decent amount. They are dangerous creatures, so getting an intact ravaged bear pelt is a dangerous task. But you can see all the shallow, well, not so shallow cuts on it, but they all look like they've been made by the same thing.
Okay.
I would like to get paid as much as anyone, but I'd rather be alive.
Well, I can only hold this wall up for limited time. 2 rounds, you guys.
Where are the whispers coming? Are they coming from behind the bear?
The whispers were coming from the statues in the corridor. The corridor behind you.
Okay.
And I was being nosy, looked behind, and came into Stinky Corpse room.
Should we just gonna back away slowly from the
We
bear?
can just back away slowly and continue down the corridor.
Yeah,
That's my plan.
Yeah, but I can't hold this up forever. It's not gonna last. He can follow us.
If we like try and back away, does the bear follow us?
Well, he's behind the wall.
Mhm.
He's behind my shield.
If you take a step back, it does take a step forward kind of with you. But as you take more steps back, it returns to the corner of its room and curls up.
Okay. As long as we leave it alone. Doesn't like to be disturbed.
All right, nighty night, bear. Sorry we messed with your stuff. We didn't mean to touch your honey pot. And then back away. But I'm still gonna keep the the shield up.
Absolutely.
I thought you were gonna say you're still gonna keep the shins.
Yes, of course I'm keeping the shins with the tongs. And
So you return to the corridor with the statues and follow it round a corner. And because it's about past, I'm going to suggest we take a 10-minute break there.
Yeah,
okay.
I
All
agree.
right.
Fair enough.
So yeah, we will be going on break for about 10 minutes. So we will see you then. And welcome back. It is good to play Numenera. It has been a very long time since I've actually run Numenera. It's great.
It's really good. I'm really liking it.
Where last we left off, you solved a bit of a puzzle with pillars and lights and red goo, moved through a hall of whispering statues, and found an injured ravage bear, which you very carefully left alone.
Yeah.
So we return as you come through this corridor with the statues and turn the corner onto another corridor leading to an open space, a little larger than the room with the pool and the platform, but bare, very, very empty. The dirt on the ground here is been there for ages. It sounds like nobody's been in here for quite a while, other than you can see the tracks of the ravage bear, and also scratches and scrapes along the floor to one of the walls, which is very clearly a door, actually, looking at it. It is a large, heavy triangle, flat on the bottom, equilateral, embedded with a series of blinking red lights. You can see a divot in the center, similarly triangular shaped, with a lot of these red lights seem to link to it. It looks like it is very solidly locked, but it looks a lot more used than the door you found in the first room.
What's it made of? Did you say? Sorry.
Similar kind of metal, this bronze, coppery metal. There is also an exit on the other side of this room.
If I was to guess how thick it was, how thick does it look?
You give it a knock, and you can't hear an echo. It's pretty solid.
Do I spot any? How do I say this? Does it look like there's any switch, lever, like pressure plate, any mechanism that I think will open this?
Give me an understanding Numenera roll.
Hell yes.
We're calling this level 4.
I do have that as a skill, so it'll be difficulty 3. 17.
Absolutely. So it looks like this triangular divot in the center is missing some kind of key, which would complete the circuits in such a way to activate the door.
Okay.
You can see
We're
green
missing
lights
a
that
key.
are off next to the red lights.
Sorry. Yeah, that's what I said. Just go. You're missing a key.
Can I use maybe the pertinent details skill? Remembering pertinent details.
Yeah, by all means, absolutely, go for it.
Okay. I got a 6.
You're pretty confident that you didn't see anything this shape in any of the previous rooms.
Well, I mean, I got a really good memory, and I remember you had bad knees, Eurus, and we didn't come across any rooms with the key in it, so I think we might need to look around.
Okay, well, while we do that, let's just be aware that that bear probably had someone with it who let it through the door, so let's be ready for bear owners.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about. Let's just call him Barrikins or BJ and the bear. BJ the bear. And he might be coming in anytime soon, so maybe we should hide.
Already look?
On it. So yeah, I'm gonna start looking for a key.
Would also like to search for a key if it's in here.
Absolutely. You don't need to make a roll because this room
Okay, cool.
is empty.
There.
It is,
Empty.
very clearly been stripped of any and all technology. Like even the walls have been like opened and bits have been taken out of it.
Okay. And remembering pertinent details, there wasn't any. Did we go through all the rooms that was available? Or
Yes, on the way in. Other than the first right turn, you turned left. That was a fork.
Actually, I have a question, Ed, because I'm looking at my character sheet.
Mhm.
On their special abilities, I have something called Esoteric Hedge Magic. Can you please tell me what that is?
Prestidigitation.
Ah, okay. Sorry,
You could have cleaned the barrel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was just wondering. Okay, thank you.
I mean, I can have a go and see if I can, just through the wall, but might take a while, and that's only a guarantee that I will get through the door wall.
Is there any possibility that you don't make it through the wall?
Can you get stuck between in the wall?
Not it's never happened before.
It has indeed never happened before.
I like the idea that yeah, this has never happened before, but now that Mo and Nuras brings it up, it's like like the dread starts setting in. What if it does happen?
If we don't know,
I become the wall.
I mean, if we don't know, then you should definitely try, just so we can gain the knowledge and have further experience for the future.
It's not like you could personally experience it.
Oh, I wish I could, but I'm not skilled enough to do that. I mean, if I could walk through walls, I'd be walking through walls all day, every day.
I don't have the mechanical augment to do that yet.
I never really tried.
Yeah, can I have a go and see if I can just like phase through the wall?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ari, I'm gonna give you words of encouragement, girl. You can go through it. You can find it through the other side, and you can do it.
Okay, so you, I believe, spend some points to do that?
Yep, it costs me 2 intellect points, and
Nice.
I don't even have an edge in it, so.
So yes, you focus yourself, and the rest of you see Oral flicker until she's there, but also not there. You know when you can see something with one eye and not with the other?
Yeah.
It is that kind of sensation, but in both eyes. It's very weird.
I look away because it's fucking with my visual sensors really bad.
And you slowly push your way through this solid hunk of metal. Beyond it, you can see a huge area, shelves stacked with junken machinery. It's almost labyrinthine, however you say that. It's a labyrinth. Shelves making up all sorts of different passageways. and you can see the same scrapes on the floor, tracing a path through those shelves.
Does it look like there's any way to open the door from the inside?
There is a triangular divot, same as the outside.
Can I hear any noises of people? Or...
Give me a perception.
11.
11. You can hear a faint whimpering, very quiet, very, very quiet, in the distance, at the back of this huge room. It's almost cathedral-like. You can see vaulted arches above you.
Dorime. Ameno. Ameno. Dorime.
I'm gonna call out softly, and we should have got the kid's name. Didn't think about that at the time.
Oh, rip. Actually did.
Yes. Rest in peace.
We barely knew ye.
just gonna sort of call out softly and be like, small kid,
Child.
Is that you?
You hear the whimpering stop. Hello?
Oh, so he's alive.
And then you hear dum, 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 getting louder, heavy metallic footsteps scratching on the stone floor, making its way towards you.
I'm gonna start phasing back through the wall.
Okay.
How do I imagine? Like,
I'm like,
doing
nope.
I think I would like to imagine that it's the fucking Homer Simpson like
Yes.
melting
Yes.
into the head.
That's exactly what I'm picturing. I'm like,
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
And you all see Oral reverse out of the room.
Oh, you didn't get stuck. That's
so
wonderful.
good news and bad news. Good news. Pretty sure the kid is in there. Bad news. There's something in that room with the kid, and it sounds scary. And other bad news. You still need the little key thing from the other side.
Yeah.
Well, rest in peace, little boy. He's got a little bear friend, and obviously he's got a new babysitter. That's the child. The child belongs to whatever was in that room now. That's
Triona,
Sorry.
it sounded, whatever it was, it sounded expensive, heavy, probably could make a lot of money out of it.
you had me at
Sounds
expensive.
Mechanical. I am interested.
I don't know what's in there, and I need to find out. Keep looking for a key.
I am assuming that whoever is using the door has the key.
No.
But,
Yeah.
I don't know where
So-
he is. She is. They are.
There's another exit though, right? We haven't been through.
There is indeed.
Perhaps if we go that way, we can find a key in there.
You're muted, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I remember there was another spot with the bear maybe. And then to the right,
Yeah, maybe BJ's bear has the key.
I don't want to go poking him, but maybe if we can find some honey and distract him with the piglet, he might be amenable. I don't know. That's what I heard somewhere in the ancient stories.
So ahead or back?
I don't know.
To make
I
me make
think ahead.
choices. I'm gonna vote ahead. I high-key doubt that the bear is gonna have the key.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's worth exploring the room that we haven't been in yet, because it does not potentially have a bear in.
Yeah, let's
It
go.
potentially, though, has two bears.
Alright, actually,
You could
yeah,
have more
you have swayed
bears.
me. I believe we should go back to the one bear situation.
Bad news, bears.
A definite bear is a lot better than an unknown quantity of bear.
If only we had a piglet.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's a small creature that goes.
sounds disgusting.
It is.
So, have we made a decision, ahead or back?
No, we've
So
made
go
a
ahead.
decision.
Let's
Yeah.
go ahead.
Ahead, okay.
Okay.
So, as we're moving down this corridor, listening out for any bears, piglets, whatever might be there. Triona, you are feeling pretty good about yourself, actually. It's been a good day.
I tried. I had a successful morning. I did a thing.
Because
Yeah.
someone has spent some channel points
Yeah, I
to
saw
give you
Ooh.
a boost on any of your checks, so you have an asset. You can ease
Oh,
one
Nice.
check in the future by one
Yay.
well,
level.
thank you. Thank you.
That
Thank
was
you,
It's
random
Mirror
viewer.
Yes. So down,
Thanks a lot.
down, down. Actually, up. It's sloping up this corridor, and you find a cave in. You could probably squeeze through, but most of the ceiling has collapsed into this, and you can see under this collapsed bits of rock machinery, a device built into this place, clunking and leaking viscous yellow liquid. It's very clearly been broken by the cave-in.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Well, I guess I'm going to use my unused flex skill to maybe try and figure out what this liquid is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And maybe I can make some money with it.
Liquid gold.
Yes.
So, yeah, please give me a roll. We're going to call this difficulty 5.
Okay, well,
Understanding learning. So,
I got a 12 again.
eased by 1 because of your skill. You
Okay.
said you're putting your flex skill into this.
Yes. My money. Can I make money? What is this skill?
This viscous yellow liquid, you think, is probably the proto form of the red liquid you found before,
Huh.
the kind of
Ah.
unrefined form. So
Hey,
it can
hey,
be
Mo.
used to heal people.
Mo, come here.
Yeah.
Why don't you touch this or lick it or whatever you call yourself doing?
Well, I'm not crazy. I don't walk around licking things.
I don't
No,
know
no,
your life.
Anymore.
And then I put my hand in it.
Okay. It is cold.
Ew.
Hmm.
That's it. It is cold and sticky. And actually,
Ooh.
it kind of clings to your hand a bit more than the red liquid did. The red liquid felt a bit more, I don't want to say alive, but
I think we might be able to refine this somehow. I just don't have the right containers or decanters to put this thing in.
If we
Right.
manage to find how to refine it, it could prove useful.
And valuable. Useful is always valuable.
Maybe Yerez has another thing to put this
I
in.
don't disagree.
Do you have anything, Ari, to put this stuff?
I might have a flask or
and
something.
yeah, you've all got stuff you can carry this liquid in if you want.
Well, scoop away.
Yeah.
As you are scooping this stuff into a jar, just more of it keeps pumping out of whatever this machine is, been crushed by the rocks.
Oh
Actually,
my goodness.
Clunking.
I'm trying to. Sorry. This cave-in is blocking the way forward. Is that correct?
You could climb through it. It would be a little bit difficult, but you'd be able to do it.
Okay.
I'm not climbing. I'm going to use my tentacle things.
Mhm.
Maybe it's like a suction this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I'll ask you to make a level 2 intellect roll to use this in a way, slightly different way.
Okay. Let's see. I got 1 back, so I'm back up to 16, I guess. And I got 1 edge.
Yep. So it would normally cost 2, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 1 edge reduces that cost by 1. So
Oh,
only costs 1
cool.
point.
Yay. 19.
19. So yeah,
Ooh, nice.
super easily climb over, and you can see now the rest of the machine that hasn't been crushed, and you can see pipes coming out of the end with kind of red residue in them, moving into the ground. These kind of synth see-through pipes.
And they're not coming out of the pipes, but I can see it flowing through them.
Nothing's flowing. It's kind of leftover droplets. Nothing is coming out of these pipes anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to touch stuff. But can I do is it worth money check?
So the red
good
liquid
check.
you can identify without even a roll as
Okay.
the same liquid as before. And it looks like it would be pumping out of this machine, perhaps, if it was working.
Oh, hey, you're Raz. And possibly Mo, but don't go touching stuff. And Oriel, you're a genuine person on this team that can do things too.
You exist as well, I
Ooh.
guess.
It's the petition participation award there right now.
I just want to know. I'm thinking that this machine is broken or off, and that maybe if we get it pumping, we can get more of that stuff. And I claim this as mine. Triona of Triona Incorporated claims this machine.
Christ. Oh God. I mean, machine. That's enough to get me interested. So, I'm gonna see if I can climb through the cave in.
Absolutely. Level 4 might.
Here's the thing. I've been reading my character sheet. Imagine that. And I do see that I have enhanced body because of all the cybernetics. I don't know if that's gonna factor into anything.
I believe that is something you can like activate to indeed like just give you an asset on the next task.
I'm gonna do that, and basically
physical
I'm
task.
gonna turn into a digger.
Okay.
Oh my god, you're a transformer.
And I'm just gonna kind of suction cup to the corner, so, just in case it.
I just become an excavator. Yeah. Let me see that. So yeah, I still might imagine, right? I'm
just
actually
in case
gonna.
it caves in.
Yeah, I'm gonna effort. I'm gonna spend 3.
Yep,
might
absolutely.
effort, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So we're down
Okay.
to a level 2 task, 6 or more.
Cool. Don't fuck me. 7.
7.
Yes.
So yeah, you your arms, you said you weren't as mechanical as the rest of you,
Right.
correct?
I like to say that the arms are like there's still flesh in me, right? So like the arms are like they're. I want to say one of them is completely mechanical. I want to say
Right,
the
cool.
left one. The other one is like still organic, but it's like covered in like a metal frame.
Right, yeah. So your left arm, you extend your fingers and open up your hand to give you a bigger flat surface to start pulling rocks down and pull yourself up and through, and you a little roll down the other side and you land on your feet, seeing kind of the full expanse of this machine now.
Cool. All right.
There's
So
still this clunking coming from that machine.
cool.
You can also see, both of you in that room, Triona and Uraz, another exit going back. And you think probably heading back in the direction of the first corridor you saw.
Okay. Actually, what I'm going to do, because 1, Triona asked for it, and 2, God, I love machines. I'm gonna see if I can start working on repairing this thing.
Yeah, this is a difficulty 5, understanding Numenera.
I do have that as a skill, so it's
So just before you do, are you trying to repair this thing or are you trying to salvage it for parts?
Salvage.
salvage.
Okay.
I like metal bits, and I cannot lie.
So you're trying to take it apart for ciphers and oddities and things.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
13.
13 on a difficulty 5 becomes a difficulty 4. You need a 12. Just.
Ooh.
Nice.
So
Kill
yeah,
me.
you open up the side of this thing, like crowbar one of the panels off, and you can see the thing clunking inside, and you start pulling bits out of it, dismantling it. The clunking stops after you pull a particularly tough bit of it out, and I get to roll on some tables.
Nice.
Ooh,
No.
Yay.
You get 2 ciphers.
Oh, cool.
A load of shins, about 31 shins,
Nice.
and an oddity. I'll tell you what the oddity is first, because I don't need to roll for that.
Yeah.
A pane of glass you see, which as you kind of move it around and look through it, it makes living creatures you see through it glow. So you can identify living creatures with this oddity.
Interesting.
And oddities don't count towards your cipher limit.
Oh, thank God.
Now we can hold on to them, but not equip them, and
Yeah.
You can hold on to 2 at a time. If you're using one, it still counts as being held. But I think probably by now your faraway ear has finished, and your shield's also finished. So you've actually got 2 free slots.
Nice.
Nice.
Come here. Get that.
I like to imagine like she just shoves the rest out of the way.
Yeah.
Give him. Gimme.
Gimme.
So you find a temporal sheath.
I
Thing,
wanted that.
a thing you can attach to yourself on a belt or a headband or something, which is a kind of stasis thing.
I wanted
that
to do time
stops
fuckery.
attacks coming in. You also find where is it? Sorry. Numbers.
All right.
Numbers are hard.
Numbers are hard.
Hey, yeah, fuck numbers.
A sleeper spray. There it is.
Ooh.
Ooh.
An
Ooh.
aerosol compound that causes any living creatures that breathe it in to fall asleep instantly.
I don't know why.
I'm
but
I'm
when
thinking
you
about
sleep-
that bear.
Question.
Mm.
Ed, and this is just a very stupid question that me and Rodrigo, the player, is asking. Do lighters exist?
Lighters, as in like just a little
Like
thing
Zippo
makes flame?
lighters, yes.
Yeah, of course.
Like, no, like Seepo lighters, like, specifically. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
Interesting.
Does that spray
It's just-
exist for real? I could use that for real.
Yeah, same.
I would like that she shimmy down like real quick, like move, gimme.
So you've taken all of these parts out, and now the thing has stopped clunking, and it's also stopped leaking yellow liquid out of one end.
Oh.
I want to say, if it's okay, that I grabbed some because I did grab like the red liquid, right?
Yeah.
I wanna say,
You grabbed some of the yellow liquid as well. Yeah.
I think
I'm carrying that.
I like to think I had some too. Like I just poured out my coffee, like
Yeah.
Did either of you see anything triangular and key-like while you're in there?
Right. I started looking for something triangular.
Give me an understanding Numenera.
Yes. Yeah, I do have that as a skill, so I really like it when I have to roll for that. 13.
13. You find actually the other side of one of these sockets inside the machine as you've kind of climbed in to take it apart. You find the back of this socket. You can see all the wiring and how it works. And it looks like this one's actually on. So as you
Ooh.
unscrew it from the inside,
Mm-hmm.
you pull it out, and there is indeed a key stuck into it. This
Oh,
was
isn't that
underneath the
right?
rubble, but you got from the inside and pulled it in.
I take it. I take the key, and I just go. Found it.
Well, that's a good thing. Now let's go into that room and be quiet and get the boy and possibly anything else worth of value.
Sure. I just go climb over the rubble again. Just just yeah. I keep the the one keep the key.
Okay.
Oh, we're going over the rubble.
Mm.
Yeah. I
Okay.
am.
Back into the central room with this huge triangular door. Space for the key, which fits very snugly.
Nice.
The door starts swinging down.
Oh no.
It's slow enough for you to get out of the way, but it's very
Come on, hurry
smooth,
up.
very controlled, very well maintained, weirdly. Compared to everything else in this place, this is the thing that is very well maintained. And behind the door, Triona, you are so excited because there is so much machinery. There's all sorts of things on shelves, bits and pieces. And also, you can hear nothing. It is silent once the door lands on the ground.
I have made sure we took the key because I knowing that we'll need it to get out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say you can grab it. I'm too focused on the machinery.
I know. I'm just like, and just doing the mental mathematics.
Oh, you're doing already the accounting of that.
Yeah.
Consult
Yeah.
that. That
This
consult
is an
that, that
emperor's
consult that.
ransom. A pope's
Yes.
ransom, if you will.
The action on that door was very smooth. Essentially,
Money, money,
Too
money.
smooth. From what direction did I hear A, the child, and B, the thumping?
Way back in this room, this vaunted cathedral echoes kind of from the back of the room, if there's any sound.
My eyes are already scanning for the rarest contraption mechanism, whatever. Just I'm also looking for valuables, but for a different purpose than Triona is.
Yeah,
Garaz,
there's
do you
all
have
sorts
the-
of stuff.
Do you have the glass panel still?
Yes. I do.
I don't know if it only sees what's in front of you, but do you want to use it to see if you can see the boy?
Yes. Bring it up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah,
good
that's what
idea.
we're doing. I forgot. That's what.
Yeah.
So yeah, this bit of it's a shard of broken glass with a bit of wiring kind of taped onto the edge almost. A bit of green circuit board.
Nice.
And as you kind of hold it up to your eye, you can only see your friends. It doesn't look like it goes through walls, because when Triona nips behind a shelf to look at something interesting that might be worth quite a lot, she kind of disappears from the glow disappears as well.
Oh, I thought that was Shan's.
Doesn't
However,
go through
take
walls.
a couple of XP. Give one to somebody else,
Nice.
please.
Wait, me?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So how much XP? Sorry.
2 XP. Give one to somebody else.
2 XP. One gets to someone else. Let me think. I'm gonna give it one to Triona, because I think she has been doing very very in character, just immediately seeing money signs everywhere. I like that a lot.
Because you, as you're kind of lifting your glass panel up, you just kind of glance up and you see hung on one of these archways is something that's kind of flickering in the glass panel. It's far enough away that you can't really see what it is, but it's definitely a different kind of light than what your friends are being.
Firstly, doesn't go through walls. Secondly, there's something weird over there, and I point, like I literally point where I'm seeing that weird light.
As you point, all of you see a little shift in the ceiling, and something crawls to the other side of one of the arches, disappears.
I
from view.
immediately like try to hide him against the
This bodes well.
like, and then I just point to I just kind of whisper to Mo, well, what do you think that?
I don't know, but I don't want to put my hand on it.
This one you don't want to put your hand on.
No, this is new and scary, and I guess I should go and take a look. Excuse me.
I'm gonna walk in.
No.
A booming voice echoing from every direction at once. Hurt or harm.
Come again?
Help or heal.
Can I understand what he's saying? There's-
Let's heal.
Hurt
Heal?
or harm, help or heal.
I thought you were talking in a nonsense
Help,
language. Sorry.
help, help, and health, help, and health.
You did not help the bear.
That's
You harmed the machine.
Oh, goodness.
I
Thought we were
How the
helping the
fuck-
machine
Like I go.
and helping the bear.
How the fuck were we supposed to know?
Oh, we just got
I
chrono
don't
triggered.
fucking
Damn
know
it.
either.
Not again.
I am the hunter.
hello.
Landing in the center of all of you is this metallic, bronzed, curved, beautiful automaton. Knives and sharp bits floating around it. It has the headdress
Hello.
of what looks like an amber pope.
Ooh.
As
We're
we
trying to
all
help
go
the
and
boy.
roll some initiative.
We're trying to help the boy. Oh, God.
So
But
this
then it's too
creature
late.
is a what level creature is this? It is a level 5 creature, so you'll need to beat a 15 or more in initiative to go before it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I didn't. I got a 12.
Come on, 4.
I also did not. I have 7.
Oh, we're doing well. So well.
Well, I got a 19. So.
Okay.
Go you.
So Oral goes first, then this creature, the hunter, as it's called itself, and then the rest of you. Oral, you have a moment as this thing lands in between you, crushing a shelf and a load of technology, crashing across the floor, echoing through this cathedral. What do you do?
So I am going to I am going to try and shout to it with we were trying to help the boy, and as I do that, I am going to use my solid light retribution.
Okay, absolutely. What does that do?
So you see she like throws this like small metal sphere which like splits into several other small metal spheres, and they sort of fly into the air around me, and they project this sort of large shield of solid light. But
Okay.
basically
Nice.
it's a light shield.
It's kind of a network between these spheres floating around you, giving a kind of a net to catch things that are coming at you.
Mm.
But
just
anyone
solid
who
light.
attacks and misses hits the shield, and it creates a backlash of energy that inflicts
Ooh.
4 points of intellect
Nice.
damage.
Absolutely.
Sick.
In response to that, it says, "You cannot help the boy. I am the hunter, not the healer." As it leaps for you, Oral.
Oh no.
Please make a speed defense roll.
So this is reduced by 1 because of my nice
Nice.
shield.
So it is a level 4 task, 12 or more.
That's a 5.
That's a 5. It does attack you. It crashes through this light, through the net, and scratching you, dealing you
Oh, actually, I'm also trained in speed defense task. If that, I don't think
So
a
it would be
5
down
still
to a
doesn't
3,
help.
so you need a 9. Still doesn't help, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Missed it by a little bit.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. It launches at you with these knives, which pierce through this
My
network,
shield.
creating all sorts of shallow cuts all over you, dealing 5 points of might damage, reduced by armor.
Okay, so my armor is 2.
It is indeed,
Uh,
because you've still got this red kind of sheen over you from the pillar you touched.
It's too much.
But it
it's
is still all sorts of scratches all over you, very shallow cuts, but death by 1,000 cuts.
ouch.
That's its turn. The rest of you, in any order you wish.
I
I-
went.
Yeah,
I-
like your turn to go first.
Yeah, because I think I was 12, and then you were like 7 and 5.
It
I
doesn't
was
matter.
4.
You all act kind of simultaneously, but
Oh, okay.
proceed, go for it.
Nice.
I'm gonna go immediately vanish. I'm gonna go invisible.
Absolutely.
And
Oh no.
Love that.
I'm trying to go behind the creature. Maybe
Okay,
flank
yeah.
I like Triona just going peace and her opacity becomes
Yeah.
0.
Yeah. So
I'm out.
very, very swiftly, you just see Triana. Whoop, gone. Nope.
Yes.
Nowhere. The shadow cloak kind of encroaches over, and your eyes just slip off, and then no, she's not there anymore. Okay. That is your turn.
I'm going to. My left arm turns into a buzzer.
Yes. Shoots
Okay.
little buzzing like saw blades almost.
I'm gonna load it in a disc and I'm gonna shoot it with it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Give me
what do I do?
a roll. It is a level 5. It is level 5 to hit still, so you need a 15 or more to hit.
Okay, let me see. I'm just seeing if anything might help. I'm practiced with light and medium weapons. Buzzer is a light weapon. Does that give
Yep.
me anything? Okay.
Yeah, that means you get it eased by 1 level. So level 4 or more, level 4,
Cool.
12 or more.
10.
10. No, it just scratches the metal on the outside, this solid bronze coppery metal,
Come on.
as it turns to stare at you.
Mm-mm.
Mo.
We're very sorry. Could we go and heal the bear and call it a day? We just wanted to help the boy.
You found the hunter, not the healer.
Can I meet the healer?
Can you get the manager here, please?
Could I speak to your manager, please?
If you want another response, you're going to have to spend your action doing the talking.
All right. I think I think I would. So yeah, let's keep
Okay.
going with the talking.
Could I meet the healer?
Your actions have created the hunter, not the healer. I am the hunter. I am
We didn't
not
ask for you.
currently the healer.
Is there a scenario in our future where I could create a healer? 'Cause that sounds very interesting. I'm always interested in this kind of thing, and I don't really need a hunter right now.
You will get not much more other than it's the hunter.
No,
You
yeah.
made it the hunter.
No, he's in like.
To
"Don't
be
wanna hit you,"
fair,
but-
Do we got a healer option and a vegan option?
Can we go back and like select the
Can we
healer option?
retcon?
We didn't. We were given options, you all, and we chose poorly.
Oral.
Yeah. Having heard sort of Mo's things that we've got the hunter and there's no way to really to get the healer. Sort of seems that the only we're just gonna have to try and deal with this thing, I think. And so she is going to get her get her spear out, I suppose, and try and stabby one of its legs or something.
Yeah,
something
absolutely.
like a join or something.
Yeah,
that
so you
looks-
swing your spear out from behind you and go in with an attack. Give me an attack roll. We need a 15 or more.
Okay.
Sphere is a
I
medium
do
weapon,
have
I believe.
yes, I have combat prowess, so I have +1 damage to melee attacks if I hit.
Nice.
Nice.
That's an 18.
Nice.
18. So with an 18, also you get 2 extra points of damage.
Ooh.
17, you get 1. 18 to 19, you can choose 3 extra points of damage or a minor effect. Or 20, you can choose 4 extra points of damage or a major effect.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
So,
it
yeah,
is-
the
it's-
spear goes at it, scratching it, hitting a joint in the plates. How much damage does that do?
So it does 5 points plus
5
the
points of damage.
extra 2 points.
Oh,
Extra 2 points. What did you?
Uh,
Sorry, what did you say? The
so
minor.
yes, yeah, 18 is 2 extra points. So yeah, 5, 6,
Yeah,
7
so-
points. You can see that the armor has absorbed a fair amount of the hit, but still hurt it. You can see it's peeled
Hooray.
off one of the things. It launches itself up in the air in response to this, leaving behind some spheres. Boom! All of you, except Triona, who backed off a little bit,
Yes.
make a
Nice.
speed defense check to try and jump out of the way of this explosion before it gets you all.
Well, I
Okay.
do have speed defense as a skill.
Yeah, I got a 17.
17, yeah, you leap out of the way.
I got 15, but
3.
it's reduced by 2.
Oh, yeah, easy enough. The only person who gets caught in this, unless you want to spend an experience to reroll.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use experience to reroll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a question: does this cause the backlash of energy as they missed?
It would. We'll get to that in a sec.
Super.
Ooh.
Give me a moment. Okay, I'm gonna roll now. It was about to be an
Sadness.
18, but this motherfucker decided to be a 5.
Sadness.
So unfortunately, you get
Into the
caught on a
dice
shelf
prison.
as you are trying to dive out of the way, and the explosion catches only you, dealing 4 points of damage. Not ignoring
much?
armor, still 4 points of damage.
What type of damage? Like
Damage is always from your might first.
oh, from my might first. Okay.
Okay.
I have 14. Like I haven't been able to edit it on my sheet, so I'm gonna have to keep count.
You can have d20s as
Yeah, use
Yeah,
your
counters.
D20.
That's smart.
Yeah. I actually
but
have a magic.
As you work that out, the solid light retribution, the net turns.
It sounds like a video
and
game.
The orbs point at this thing, which is flying up into the rafters again, dealing how much damage?
It takes 4 points of intellect damage, which
4 points of
ignores armor.
intellect damage, ignoring armor.
Yeah.
Yay.
Wow. So yeah, it catches itself up on this beam, but as it does, it like brings a hand to its head, tears off the headdress, and just throws it to the ground. 4 points ignoring armor. Ouch.
How much
Yeah.
damage did I take?
4.
4, but
4.
that doesn't ignore armor.
Okay, so it's 3.
And then the rest of you. This thing is now hung up on the ceiling, a good like 50, 60 feet above you.
After the
Okay.
explosion, you just hear Raz murmuring, "Puto cazador que no sé qué putas me está
Oh
haciendo."
no.
My, just they shoot it again with the buzzer.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wanted to do a thing. I wanted to.
I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to. I'm still invisible. When I do an action, it drops my invisibility. I want to use my ribbons to hold it in place wherever it is.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Let's do that first.
Yeah, let's do that first. Yeah.
So yeah, you
Yes.
whip your cloak, revealing yourself as the
Yes.
ribbons woof,
Boom, bitch!
up to the
I'm here.
ceiling, tying it to the rafters, making an
Mhm.
easier shot. I believe you don't even need to make a roll for that. That just happens.
No, I don't. I just use
Brilliant.
my intellect, and it's down 1 because I
Nice.
got an edge.
Your
So,
roll is now 1 step easier, Uras.
Oh, thank God.
Level 4.
But yeah, it's like puto cazador que no es el
Level
curador.
3 because it is a light weapon.
Yeah, and I am gonna shoot it. I swear to God, Oh my god.
Nice.
6.
Oh, no.
Oh, unfortunately, it just like still scratches off the armor and embeds itself in
There
the.
we go.
Use your knees.
Don't use your knees. We've
Dude.
established
Oh,
they
yeah.
suck.
Go back
I
to the
didn't expect to get as
elbows.
many dies out. So-
What are you doing?
Yeah, well, it seemed like there's no way we can come to any kind of resolution, so I'm just gonna have to do this.
And I'm going to try and hit this thing with a crossbow.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like the idea. I like the idea that Mo is somehow the
Difficulty
most
4.
powerful member of our party. That would be really funny.
I mean, given what all y'all have done,
He gets
and
like a
what skills
crit
I have,
shot and just like shoots
Yeah.
it down.
What'd you get, man?
I got an 18.
18. Yeah.
Oh wow! Yes.
Level
We were
it.
close.
The tendrils pull out an arm, revealing the open plate that was pulled off by the spear. And yeah, what was damage do on that?
4
4 damage. So yeah, it
plus whatever.
buries
18.
itself in. You can see it still deflects off some of the armor, so still takes a bit of damage off that. But this thing is starting to look ragged.
He's still stuck to the ceiling.
He is
It's like-
indeed still stuck to the ceiling.
Oh,
Thanks for the help, Fiona.
Oral, take 2
There we
XP.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. You have to give
and,
one of it away, right?
I
Yeah,
I
you
will
give one
one
somebody.
to Uras because he.
Thanks. Actually gonna get a d6 to count that.
As charging through this labyrinth of shelves is a kid, maybe 15, 16, running at you and just runs straight into you. Just, thumps on his ass on the ground. Are you the one I talked to earlier?
Yes, get behind. And she'll try and can she put him like sort of behind, like she's essentially trying to body block him.
Yeah.
From like get in
kid.
between. Stay
Oh,
behind.
yeah, kid.
Just move with me. Don't get hit by the thing.
It won't turn into the healer until it's hurt you all. It needs to be able to heal you to. And then he kind of gets behind the one of the shelves, covers himself in like a box or something, just holds.
Did he say it needs to hurt all of us?
That's what
Is
it
that what you
sounded
said,
like.
kid?
Yeah.
Not
It's
on
either the
your
hunter or the
life.
healer.
No, not today. Not today, little kid.
Just let it give you like a paper cut or something.
No way.
Would it work if I punched her?
I am
Just
very hurt
hypothetically?
right now, motherfucker.
Aura, what are you doing? It's your turn. You got an action.
She'll use her action, I suppose, to try and with this new information, she doesn't want to destroy this thing if we can turn it into the healer. So she's gonna, I'm not sure if I can do this, but use her action to sort of like stay in front of the kid and like just try and block him from any
Okay.
attacks.
Give me an intellect roll to see if you can kind of coax the thing to attack you.
I'd much rather not.
Wait, are you just trying to block attacks, or are you trying to coax it to attack you instead of everyone else?
I'm just trying to block attacks.
Okay.
From him specifically. I want. Apparently, I now want it to attack Mo and Triona.
Apparently.
Okay, well,
Just shove them in front.
She has become
Okay.
the nega tank.
Okay.
I'm now the hunter.
so yeah, no,
no.
it's you'll spend your turn and basically tank any attack for this kid if it ever goes for the kid. Okay, the thing launches itself or tries to launch itself at Triona. Triona, would you please make an intellect task to try and hold it? We're going to call this level 5, same as its level. So 15 or more.
Okay. Again,
Sorry, what was that?
18.
18. So yeah, it pushes itself off, and the cloak kind of pulls to snapping point, and slams it back up into the ceiling. So it is still tied up on the ceiling there.
That's what you get, motherfucker.
Uh,
And then,
go.
is there? Is it an action to hold it, to keep it, hold it there?
No,
right?
no, you've used your action before to do that. So until it escapes, it is held.
Oh, okay. And so I can use an action.
Yes, yeah, it is. It is.
All
your turn.
right. I am going to shoot it with my crank crossbow.
Absolutely. So crank it back, pulling back that heavy string. Aim up. 15 or more you need.
No. Well, I am skilled. No.
It's eased because it is held in one place, so it's actually a 12 or more you need.
Oh, well, I got a 13.
13. Oh, yeah. So how much damage does this do?
It does 1.
1 damage?
What was it? What was the damage? It was
It should tell you whether it's a heavy or a medium weapon.
well, okay,
I
hold
think the
on.
crank crossbow might be a heavy weapon.
Yeah, mine
No.
says like on my right hand side under
it's a-
like attacks.
It's a medium
Okay.
weapon and it's 4 damage.
Cool. So 4 damage. Another crossbow bolt boom, pings through, taking another plate of armor off it. It looks like it's barely holding together. It keeps having to like grab its arm and shove it back on. Still like grabbing its head from the solid light
You're
damage.
stuck in the honey pot. You can't get out.
It is indeed. Mo.
Gonna go, Raz?
You can go if you want to.
I'm probably not gonna do anything.
I'm gonna keep shooting it. I'm seeing metal all over the place. I'm seeing money. I'm seeing things flying out of it.
Or it's just like looking at the fucking buzzer. Then a good chunk of like chains getting installed. Like, god fucking damn it! Shoots it again. Might as well. So same roll as before, right?
Yep. We're on 9 or more.
10.
Yay!
Finally.
The buzzer. How much damage does the buzzer do?
2. It's a light weapon.
I'm terribly sorry to say this. It has 2 levels of armor.
Oh no!
So even when you hit it, I'm so sorry.
It goes
Like-
tink.
Yeah, it scrapes off the armor. It embeds itself in the armor. I'm so
You
sorry.
tried. This is the day for trying, and you tried, Uras. You tried all day.
We've gained valuable knowledge about this creature. Thank you, Urez.
Piece of
Thank you.
shit trash.
It's the most human thing I heard you say all day.
Oral, you're up.
She looks at Uraz and shakes her head slightly and grabs the kid behind her and just takes a step to like line up, and she's gonna chuck her spear at it.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I can use it as a long range weapon.
Yes. Give me that
But
roll.
I don't get extra damage, sadly, because it's not a melee attack. Ooh, 17.
17. You hear the spear whistling through the air as bits and pieces of this creature, automaton, whatever it is, raining down on you. The spear hits true, right in dead center, pinning it to the ceiling. And as the black tendrils withdraw themselves, it is sliding down the spear. Lands heavily on the stone floor. It is not
That's how
moving.
you do that. That's how you do that.
We're not going
Good
for
job.
the healer then. Okay.
Not today.
It didn't seem
Mierda.
like we were all about the healer. Can Aura sort of go up and she'll like kick it just to see if it moves, and if it doesn't, she wants her spear back.
It very much doesn't. Spear is back.
I'm just gonna push Mo. Go and see what that is. What's all that?
So,
You go touch it.
I don't really feel like touching the dead machine. Thank you.
You learned your lesson. You took your
Oh,
medicine.
no, I'm all about things, but I feel bad about this one, and I just don't want to do it.
You just
Oh.
hear as detaches the left arm from their body, throws it into the ground, and goes "Pedazo de mierda."
Okay,
You hear a small voice from behind you. Is it over?
I believe so. Maybe.
First question. What's your name?
Basile.
Azil.
Seal.
Should have got that earlier.
How did you get here,
Lifts
Basile?
the box off his head. The points that we thought it was two things, but it came and like healed us after the Ravage Bear attacked us, and then it came and hurt my mum, and then it took me, and it kept hurting me, then fixing me, then hurting me, then fixing me. It was insane. I don't know. I couldn't reason with it. It thought it was helping when it called itself the healer, and then it needed to hunt or something. I don't know.
You just see Triona. That's a shame. It's just picking us stuff.
If any of you do take a closer look at this thing, it does have the shriveled remains of a human brain suspended
Ooh.
in the head of the automaton.
Oh, that is interesting.
What you see is that after Uras fucking detaches off their arm, throws it to the ground, they go to the shelves, and the thing, they start going through the shelves, and they just start going like, like just into like a bag or something.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, I'm probably stuffing things into my cloak, into the probably like into it, like. And little kid, let me see something. You got some bandages? Okay, there it is. Here, put some in your pocket. Here, take this. Yes. And
Also, I'm gonna spend some time, if we have the time, healing myself. I do have special healing, and I do
Yes.
have parts to repair myself in my possessions. I'm actually gonna
Indeed.
spend a bit
So
repairing myself.
I think we're going to go into the outro here as
That's
you
fair.
try and collect all you can from this place. There is too much to carry. There will be multiple trips. But this, you wager, is probably better than your original mission was going to be.
What was our original mission again?
There was a new thing. They don't know what it was. They wanted you to investigate. It could have been literally anything.
Cool. Anyways,
right, we found it.
I guess we found it. Yeah.
Basile is reunited with his mother, Rufra, and you help them get back to town, where you start to unload some of your gear. This whole complex was designed and built by this person, Ludrock, you gather, was the hunter and the healer. And there's a little twinge in some of you at the death of it. Maybe not so much in others. But
I don't feel it.
I did.
No, I'm good.
this was just another day in the life of an amber gleaner. And that's where we're going to end.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Thank you.
Thanks for playing.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Ed, for
Yeah,
running
thank you,
this.
Ed.
That was fun.
You only missed one room, and it had
Oh.
giant metal spiders in it. So
What?
Cool.
God, did I miss
Cool.
I want to touch those.
Absolutely.
I'm glad we missed that. Yeah. By the way, for those curious, this is how the dice jail is looking currently. It's
Oh.
full to burst. I don't have any other place to keep them. So
those of you who haven't played before, what do you think of Numenera?
I fucking
Oh,
love it.
Mm.
I
hate
like
you
it too.
I hate you because now you sold me another RPG.
I'm sorry.
I'm still trapped in LFG hell with V5, and now you're going and like, oh yeah, here's Numenera, and like, cool. I'm
I-
probably never gonna play this. Fuck you.
I'm
I
sorry.
think I will play it. I liked it a
Yeah,
lot. It's
I know I
way
loved it. I
easy.
want to play it again. I do want to play it
The
again.
only thing I don't like about it is that it highlights how atrocious I am at maths, and it's like,
Oh,
okay,
that's
this is a
true.
level 4 task. Okay, 4 times 3, that's 12.
Yeah,
no.
like I need to tell you like stories of when I used to play Rogue at our home D&D sessions, but I would roll sneak attack and it would roll like a gajillion d6s, and I'll go
Yeah.
right. Give me a
Some
moment.
damage.
I literally give me a
handful.
moment, and I take out my phone and I start like putting all the numbers in it. Right, it's this amount of damage of like after like 10 minutes of calculations.
Yeah.
Yes. But that's okay. I mean, I figured like as long as you get the right answer, it's like yeah. I like the fact that I rolled a 4 and it still worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
But
good.
we never actually got to do this, but one of the biggest things in Numenera is trying to get your task level down to 0.
Oh,
Because if it's 0,
wow.
you do not need to roll it; it just happens.
That's
So-
cool.
Yeah, I really like the way it deals with skills as well.
Yeah, me
Because
too.
skill can stack if you've got 2 relevant skills. I think all of your characters are designed to have not so much stacking skills, but one of the games I ran of this, a friend chose xenolinguistics as a skill because they were in a
Yeah.
place they wanted to understand like the ancient language it was speaking. So it's stacked with the understanding Numenera and just the normal linguistic skill they had, like language skill they had, to make it a little easier.
Nice. Yeah, but I really enjoyed this. I really want to make my own character and play Numenera again. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
I don't
just
know how
like
much time
Trio.
we have left. Yeah.
We finished a little earlier than I expected to,
That
but
happens.
it was a fun game.
It was a fun game.
I think we're going to head off stream soon, but
Mhm.
next up at 2 p.m. GMT is Flintlocks and Fireballs. I don't know if they're
Nice.
streaming already. I'm not sure a raid would make much sense 20 minutes before they start.
Yeah, no,
But please do go
doesn't.
over to the Flintlocks and Fireballs Twitch and watch their game. They are a great bunch of people, run a
Nice.
brilliant game.
Yeah.
A big thank you to Christy, Sean, Roxy, and Rodrigo for playing with me today.
Thank
And
you.
a big
and
thanks
if
to
you-
for Ed.
having us.
Yeah,
running it.
It's a
for
pleasure.
running it.
Yeah.
That was real
Yeah.
fun.
That
if
was
you enjoyed
a lot
our
of fun.
particular brand of chaos, consider following the channel or join us in the
Please.
Discord link below.
Yeah.
Until then, enjoy the rest of Dragonmeet's PodcastZone UK content. Thank you for watching.
Nice.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.